The Sacramento Zoo is welcoming its newest and cutest residents, baby flamingos.
Tina Kupfer is live at the zoo learning more about and I saw this word in our planner and I can't believe that baby flamingos are called flaminglets. That is so cute.
So I might have to dispel that myth. I looked it up and the Google told me it was flamingets, but here at the zoo, they don't actually call them that.
Oh.
So you know what? That's just between us.
Yeah.
Well, I like flaminglets.
But I do think that it's a cute name, but
story.
they are baby flamingos, and they're here, and you can see. So there's actually 4 of them. They are there with all of the older flamingos, so we're going to have to kind of play a Where's Waldo, but you'll notice that they are not pink in color. And we have Brooke Coe, who is the interim educational director here at the zoo, to help explain what we're seeing. So you have 4 baby flamingos, the oldest of which you said is only about a month old. Tell me just how exciting it is, one, to have the babies, and how this whole life cycle works, because they like to stay close to mama for a little while.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Flamingos are really unique. The parents, both mom and dad, will make something called crop milk, which they feed to their babies.
Did you say the mom and dad? I'm sorry.
Yes, mom and dad. Yeah, they are really good co-parents. They do everything together, so they even stay on the egg together and they take turns. Mom and dad both make crop milk to feed the babies for about 5 to 12 days exclusively, and then the babies will start to leave the nest. They'll learn from parents to how to filter out food from their habitat and live life as a flamingo.
Okay, and obviously the biggest distinction, other than them just being so fluffy and cute, is that they are not yet pink. So describe to us why that is and when they will start to get their pink feathers.
Yes, absolutely. Flamingos get their pink coloration from the beta-carotene or the carotenoids that they get from the food that they eat. So when flamingo babies hatch out, they don't have those carotenoids yet. They have to get them from their parents, and they actually get them from the crop milk that mom and dad feed them. But it takes a little while for it to get into their system. So they start off white and fluffy, they get gray feathers, and then they turn to pink. Usually they have most of their pink feathers by about a year, but sometimes it takes up to 3 years.
Up to 3. And another fun fact that we learned is you don't know if they're boys or girls yet, and there is a blood test. That's the only way you'll be able to tell.
Yes, that's the only way. We cannot tell the difference between flamingos just by looking at them. They don't have any of their parts on the outside like some other animals do. So we have to do a blood test, and these babies haven't had their first exam yet to find out.
Okay, it is just so fascinating to see. And you did say there are more eggs, so we could see more babies this season.
Yes, we have 5 more eggs that the parents are sitting on and keeping warm right now. We're not sure how many will hatch, but we might have more.
Okay, and I want to show everybody at home what an egg looks like, because if you were curious, it's not something we get to see very often. This is the size of a flamingo egg, and you said that once they hatch, they will kind of stay in the nest for a little while until they're ready to venture out, which doesn't take very long.
It does not take very long. Even our 2-week-old baby in this habitat has already left the nest and is starting to learn how to be a wild flamingo, but they do stay in the nest when they're first born to get parents' care.
Okay, I love it. There is so much more to learn. Hi, everybody. They're seeing the baby flamingos here this morning. And so coming up in the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to learn so much more about the baby flamingos and also just flamingos in general. Why do they stand on one leg? There are a few theories, and we're going to give you some answers coming up in our 10 o'clock hour. But there they are. You see the 3 of them. They're just hanging out. They are so cute and already getting so tall at just a month and younger. My goodness, they're going to be taller than me soon. All right, we'll send it back to you all in the studio.
Well, you know, that's, I mean,
Low bar.
yeah, literally.
Cute.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. Yeah.
They are cute, though. Thank you, Dina.
Oh, man.
Good day, Sacramento. Get ready to come out to the Sacramento Zoo and see some adorable baby flamingos. I like to call them flaminglets. But the zoo here, they're just calling them the chicks. But do you know what a whole group of flamingos is? I'm going to get the person to give you that answer. Come on over, Brooke Coe. She is the interim educational director here at the zoo. Okay, I think I know the answer. But for all the kiddos who are here, does anyone know what a whole group of flamingos is called? No? Okay, Brooke, what is it?
It is called a flamboyance.
Flamboyance. That's a very fancy word. And you do have so many behind us. You have a lot of the older flamingos, but we're really here to see the babies. And right now you have 4 in there, right? So we kind of want to gander through. Tell me about the nests, because I find it so fascinating how these are built.
Yes, it looks like the zookeepers built it for them, but no, the flamingos did this all on their own. All we do is truck in the dirt, and they make these mud mounds, and this is what they would do out in the wild as well. So they pick up little bits of mud with their beak, and they just drag it up into this mound. They are extremely dedicated. They take a long time, and yeah, you can see an egg just revealed. We have 5 more eggs. So now we get a cool egg reveal while we're talking.
And you said not all of the eggs are viable, but of the eggs that are, you've already had 4 hatch and you have 5 more eggs. And this is really the season where this happens, right?
Yes, absolutely. This is 100% flamingo breeding season here at the Sacramento Zoo. So they always kind of fit around they go around the same time. And we are just waiting to see what those last 5 eggs do. We're just not really sure.
Yeah, you don't know yet. Okay, it is so cool though to see the egg be revealed like this. And you said both the mom and the dad will sit on the egg, will feed the baby when the baby is here, and then they move on to what kind of food?
They move on to anything they can filter out of the water. Flamingos are known for their filter feeding beak. So they put their head upside down into the water, they open their beak really rapidly, and they pick up crustaceans, algae, small brine shrimp, any kind of microorganisms that are in the water. They smush their beak together and all the water leaves, kind of like a strainer, leaving them with the food in their mouth.
Okay, and then finally, a really fun fact that I found so interesting is the mamas will actually lose their pink momentarily as they are working so hard to feed their babies. Explain that process.
Yes, absolutely. Flamingo moms and dads will make something called crop milk, which is really unusual for birds to make, and in that crop milk they give some of their carotenoids, that element that gives them that pink color, to the babies. So they are giving that first dose of pink to their babies, but it means they lose a little bit of their coloration because they're giving it to their young.
Wow, and that's both moms and dads.
Moms and dads.
Okay, giving the credit to the daddies out there as well. And then you said you have a flamingo that is more than 40 years old here at the zoo.
Yes, more than 40. Our flamingos can live upwards of 50 years here at the zoo, so they have a really long life here at the Sacramento Zoo in this really cool space.
It is so special. Brooke, thank you so much. She is a wealth of knowledge, and I love that live here on Good Day. You got to see that little egg be revealed. So now we, wait, is there something coming out? Or is it, oh no, it was maybe just, okay, maybe the flamingo was just kind of knocking it a little with its beak. We're going to monitor though, because if we do see a flamingo hatch, we'll of course let you know. In the moment though, you can still come see the 4 babies. All right, we'll send it back to you.
We will interrupt the news for news if that happens. Thank you so much. I got really excited too there for a second.